This is your station. This is home. Ang lahat ng drama, ang lahat ng tawanan, musika at anong paman. Magkakasama pa rin tayo mga kalamaw. Sa lungkot at ligaya, kami pa rin ang iyong paboritong tambayan. Broadcasting live from TVH Group of Networks. Ang iyong hipilan, ang iyong tahanan. Number 1 sa Mega Manila. This is koolNews at noon.
Ladies and gentlemen, a very good afternoon and welcome to the program. It has been a long time since I last did this one. Where the heck have you all been, peeps? Luzon, Visayas, Mindanao, and around the world. That's the time hits to exactly 12:01 in the afternoon. This is koolNews at noon. I'm DJ Sen. We are live as it happens nationwide and worldwide via Kool FM with simulcast with our friends at News Radio 93.1 and San Double Metro 105.1. We start this Friday's broadcast with Manila Water President and CEO and Manila Water Foundation President Jocot de Dios had the honor of receiving the United Kingdom Foreign, Commonwealth and Development Office Minister for the Indo-Pacific, Catherine West MP. She was joined by His Majesty's Ambassador to the Philippines, Lori Broflis, at the La Mesa Eco Park. With the Manila Water Foundation team and La Mesa Eco Park management, the Dios treated the distinguished guest to a guided tour of the park and La Mesa Reservoir. In a short exchange of messages, the Dios said that environmental protection and sustainability are consciously integrated in the company's operations. UK Ambassador Biofils, in response, shared that partnerships across various sectors of society are important to create change, accelerate, and support climate action. Mr. West said that the UK government is also keen on linking technologies and innovations for climate change mitigation. Manila Water Foundation is grateful to Minister West and Ambassador Biofils and her team at the British Embassy for the special visit, calling it a huge honor. Back here in the country now, as commuters were forced to walk after a collision between two trailer trucks on Del Pan Bridge in Tondo, Manila, which caused an 11-hour traffic jam since Wednesday night. According to a report yesterday, the accident caused traffic along the bridge's northbound lane. According to an eyewitness named Angel Villacer, who had to endure a long walk going to Baseco, "We had no choice because we're going to be late for work. This traffic is very inconvenient for us and this will affect our work." According to Alvin Sinkol, the driver of the 18-wheeler truck, his vehicle didn't make it through the slippery roads on Wednesday evening. The other driver, whose name is Jeffrey Martin, said on the other hand, "It was raining when my truck slipped. My truck's load was also heavy, so my brake didn't handle all of it." The accident also led to traffic along the southbound lane of Ross Boulevard. Authorities were able to tow away the two trucks at 10 a.m. on Thursday, and the Bureau of Fire Protection also cleared the road from the oil leak. If you will give me a moment, it appears we're starting to lose internet connection here, so apologies for that one. But while we still have internet connection, we'll try our very best to bring you as much information as possible. The Philippine government has so far blocked more than 1,600 birth certificates fraudulently obtained by foreign nationals. This was confirmed by Senator Grace Poe, the chairperson of the Senate's panel on finance, at the Chamber's marathon plenary debates on the proposed 2025 funding. The senator's pronouncement came after Senator Risa Hontiveros asked what the Philippine government was doing to curb the proliferation of fake birth certificates, citing former Bamban Mayor Alice Guo, or real name as Guo Huaping's case. According to Senator Hontiveros, in our hearings with Guo Huaping, we discovered that foreign nationals abused this late registration scheme to get fake Filipino citizenship. Did the PSA conduct an internal audit or investigation on these fake birth certificates. Senator Poe, for her part, said 1,627 birth certificates have been blocked by the Philippine Statistics Authority. The senator said that a total of 1,627 birth certificates of foreign nationals were blocked by the PSA after its investigation, finding the documents to be spurious and suspicious. The names of foreign nationals were shared by the Bureau of Immigration, Department of Foreign Affairs, and the National Bureau of Immigration. But from what I know, out of those numbers, 18 were endorsed to the Office of the Solicitor General for cancellation. The senator's declaration was welcomed by Senator Hontiveros, who noted that the blocking and endorsement for cancellation is quote-unquote a start. During the deliberations or the meeting of the National Budget Bill in 2023, then Senator Sonny Angara, now Education Secretary, disclosed that more than 300 fake birth certificates linked to foreigners and Filipinos alike were used for Philippine passport applications in 2023. Okay, it's still loading right here. There it is. As President Ferdinand Marcos Jr. has vowed to prioritize the modernization of Philippine Marine Corps and boost its defense capabilities. He said this in a speech at the PMC's 74th anniversary celebration at the Philippine International Convention Center, or the PICC, in Pasay City on Thursday, November 7. The president honored the decades-long commitment of the Marines in promoting peace and security, protecting lives, and asserting the country's sovereignty. He also acknowledged the growing challenges in defending Philippine islands and protecting its shores, as he vowed to provide support in advancing the Marines' mandate. The president noted that we are committed to building a stronger and more comprehensive defense posture by investing in modern infrastructure, upgrading facilities that will boost your operations. We will also continue to prioritize modernization, ensuring that your defense capabilities align with our nation's strategic needs. Marcos Jr. also recalled the time that he trained as a Marine. The president said that joining this force transformed me in ways nothing outside of the military or of the Marine Corps could possibly have given me. Meanwhile, PMC Commandant Major General Arturo Rojas also vowed to continue the Marines' commitment in serving the public, especially in times of crisis. The Filipino people will continue to expect, and the nation will count on their Marines to be the leading edge in humanitarian relief and disaster recovery operations, he said. Marcos Jr. also conferred awards to exemplary members and led a cake-cutting ceremony. It's still, there we go. Okay, this has just came into us, by the way. This has just came in. It says here just now, as pump prices of petroleum products are expected to increase next week, according to the Department of Energy on Friday. The estimates are as follows. Keep this in mind. For gasoline, it will increase from 1 peso and 10 cents to 1 peso and 40 cents. For diesel is 1 peso and 70 cents to 1 peso and 90 cents. And kerosene will also go up from 1 peso and 10 cents to 1 peso and 20 cents. According to DOE Oil Industry Management Bureau Director Rodela Romero III, the estimates are based on the 4-day international trading. Romero said that the oil prices increased for the past 4 days as the storm is expected to cut the United States output in the Gulf of Mexico. OPEC Plus delayed plans to increase production in December, and U.S. Federal Reserve plans to deliver another interest rate cut. Other contributing factors are the depreciation of peso, the premium added to the purchase of petroleum products, and the freight cost. Romero meanwhile noted that areas under the state of calamity must adhere to the price freeze for LPG and kerosene for 15 days up until its declaration. Oil companies usually announce price adjustments every Monday to be implemented on the following day. In related news to the Senate now, as the contingent fund has not been used this year to augment the confidential or intelligence funds of agencies, according to Senate Finance Committee Chair Grace Poe, who told the plenary deliberations on the General Appropriations Bill for 2025 at the Senate. The senator said during the interpellation of Senate Minority Leader Aquilino Coco Pimentel, none of the contingency fund from last year was actually used for this year was used. The use of the contingent fund became controversial during the budget deliberations last year when it was revealed that it was tapped by the executive to give confidential funds to the office of the vice president in 2022, even if it was not authorized to do so. Senator Poe explained that such act is prohibited unless the president certifies that it is urgently needed by an agency. If the president deems it necessary, but I was told that this was actually a line added here in the Senate, which we can always amend later on, or to be specific about what constitutes a national emergency for the utilization of that fund. The 2024 budget states that in no case shall the fund be used for, number one, the provision of confidential and intelligence funds to civilian departments and agencies with no mandate to perform security intelligence related functions unless the president certifies as to the extreme necessity, or two, to purchase of motor vehicles, including any improvements. Pimentel floated the idea of taking funds away from the contingent fund and realigning to the National Disaster Risk Reduction and Management Fund, noting that the current NDRMF is almost used up. If you will give me a minute or two, it is still loading right here on my end. There it is. Senator Poe added that ang problema lang kasi pagka kunyari nilagay natin sa isang pie, for example, NDRMF. Pag nangangailangan yung ibang department, there's no law to justify the transfer from that back to the contingency or to those other departments that might be in need, conversely, if the fund will need the extra funds. There's a legal basis to transfer from the contingency to that. The 2025 National Expenditure Program allocated 31 billion pesos for the NDRMF, but the House-approved General Appropriations Bill reduced it to 20.5 billion pesos, and the Senate Finance Committee wants it further reduced to 19.5 billion pesos. In related news to department agencies here in the country, as the Department of Education on Thursday said that it was targeting to reduce the number of subjects in the senior high school curriculum to boost the students' chances of getting hired by employers. At the 2024 Regional Conference on Education Planning in Asia, Education Secretary Sunny Angara said that the agency was on the right direction to reduce the core subjects of the senior high school curriculum to just 5 or 6. Currently, senior high school students are required to take 15 core subjects, according to DepEd. DepEd said in that same statement that it met with academic experts on Monday to hasten efforts in reviewing and streamlining the senior high school program. The curriculum review for grades 11 to 12 or senior high school is underway, while the revamped K-10 curriculum, which focuses on literacy and math skills, is being implemented in phases until 2028. The agency also collaborated with the Asian Development Bank to provide technical assistance and professional guidelines and guidance to education specialists in revising the senior high school program. Under its former chief, Vice President Sara Duterte, DepEd earlier said that it was eyeing to implement the revised senior high school curriculum in 2025. And finally, on our cool weather forecast for today, November 8th. Typhoon Marce is now over the sea west of Ilocos Norte, with 5 areas still under signal number 4, according to the recent bulletin from Pagasa earlier this morning. The center of Typhoon Marce was estimated to be over the coastal waters of Pasuquin in Ilocos Norte, packing maximum sustained winds of 155 kilometers per hour near the center and gustiness of up to 215 kilometers per hour, and moving west-northwestward at the speed of 10 kilometers per per hour. For the weather conditions forecast, as Ilocos Norte and Ilocos Sur will have stormy weather due to Typhoon Marce, with the possibility of flooding and landslides due to heavy and intense rains. Moderate to severe threat to lives and properties due to strong winds will also be felt in the aforementioned regions and provinces. The same thing will be felt in Cordillera Administrative Region, the rest of Ilocos Region, Batanes, and the Cagayan Valley. While Central Luzon and the rest of Cagayan Valley will have cloudy skies with scattered rains and thunderstorms due to the trough of Typhoon Marce, with the possibility that flooding or landslides will occur due to moderate to at times heavy rains. As for us here in Metro Manila and the rest of the country, we will get to experience partly cloudy to cloudy skies with isolated rain showers or thunderstorms due to localized thunderstorms, with the possibility that flooding or landslides will occur during severe thunderstorms. With the time now at 12:15, don't go anywhere. The news continues when koolNews at noon returns after the break.
This koolNews edition was brought to you by TVH, the home of entertainment. Tutok na sa TVH. Available in high definition via Delsat TV. Bisitahin ang youtube.com/@TVH Network PH para sa inyong paboritong mga highlights at live shows. You're listening to Cool FM.
#1 sa Mega Manila.
Nationwide pa!
Yo, it's the saint himself, Dwight Ramos.
Hey yo, Jeremiah, what are you having?
Alam mo na, yung primera klase.
Primera Light Brandy.
Primera klaseng night.
From Spain, award-winning premium blend.
Smooth. Now this is our Primera Classic Brandy. Primera Light Brandy. Dahil Primera Classica.
Drink responsibly.
Passes the ball, and wow! That's a slam dunk!
Ma, paglaki ko, gusto ko maging basketball player.
Game! Oh, star rice at gulay ka pa na. May star margarine yan.
Ubus ko na. Meron pa po ba, Ma?
Parang basketball player ka na kumain na.
Slam dunk sa sarap eh.
Dagdag sustansya up with Star Margarine. Tulad ng vitamins A, B, E, and iodine. Star Margarine. Mas abot ang pangarap. Sabayan ng tamang diet and exercise.
Ang Chicken Joy yes na.
Ang pinakamasarap, bigger na.
Best tasting na, our biggest pa. Ito ang Chicken Joy, yes. Best tasting na, our biggest pa. Ito ang Chicken Joy, yes.
Starts at 82 pesos pa rin. Price varies. Bigger claim is versus previous size. Best tasting claim is based on quantitative brand and product imagery study conducted by SCMI last November 2023.
Barbie, pinapahid mo na naman yung Silka Lotion. Anong meron dyan?
Girl, may papaya enzymes and NutriBlend complex to.
Taray, may papaya. Tinola ka, girl.
Ay, sis! Ang Silka may Vita-Absorb technology at SPF 6 din. SPF? Super papaya fruit? Sun protection factor kasi, friend! Kahit under the sun, skin ay lit with regular use.
Wow, slay it!
Slay it with a skin na giving! Stay lit with Silka with regular use for only 750 pesos SRP.
Power up with Immugene. Makahatag og kalagsi aron perming abdi ka makini sa ginseng, noto-ginseng o astragalus nga napamatud-an na nga makapalig-on sa resistensya o immunity sa lawas. Immugene, your energy and immunity booster. Mapalit sa inyong mga suking butika. Daw approved therapeutically.
Hirap magpahinga? May mga gamot para dyan. Pero, relax. Mag-efficacent oil. Sa unang amoy at hagod, ramdam ang ginhawa na trusted by all. Unahin ang trusted ginhawa. Unahin ang efficacent.
Methyl salicylate plus menthol plus camphor is a generic name of efficacent oil. If symptoms persist, consult your doctor.
Vice ganda!
And my for Max Saver Sulit Busog Meals.
Huwag nang gumastos ng sobra-sobra pa.
99 pesos na lang, sulit busog ka na.
Ang mabusugera.
Extra rice sa iraramba. Extra busog sa crispy chicken fillet meal at crispy chicken fillet ala king meal na may extra rice na. 99 pesos lang in all stores.
Mag-save sulit busog meals, 99 pesos na lang. Ang mabusugera.
EXL Makabuhay Plus.
idol, si Randy Cañedo, ang inyong kauban sa radyo. Ako'y pailaila kaninyo ang EXL Makabuhay Plus. Masaligan gid sa tanan. Wala na'y laing mulabaw pa niini. 17 ingredients nga purong herbal o vegan. Daghan ang naghatag na sa ilang mga testimony. Ay mo ang batasan ang pagtumar sa EXL Makabuhay Plus. Buntag, udto o gabi. Aron masigurado na to ang kahimsog sa atong panlawas. May buhay sa EXL Makabuhay.
You're listening to Cool FM.
Number 1 sa Mega Manila.
Nationwide pa.
Welcome back to koolNews at noon. It's still your Daily DJ 10. We continue now with the latest on the 2024 U.S. election. This has just came into us from the headquarters of Cool FM. If you will give me a minute or two, we do have a declaration now, actually. This is now already official as per the Associated Press. This is the fourth flip in the U.S. Senate with 98% of the vote in. The Associated Press has just called Republican challenger Dave McCormick the apparent winner in the Pennsylvania Senate seat, defeating incumbent Senator Bob Casey. This has just came into us from the Associated Press. They have just called this one a minute ago. This is the vote so far. 49% of the vote came for McCormick, and 48.5% voted for incumbent Senator Casey. Here's the number of votes so far, because we're still waiting for the 2% that is yet to be counted. For McCormick, we have 3,345,152 votes, and against Senator Casey with just 3,310,766. We are still waiting for the other 2%, because there are reports that are now already circulating at this time that this could trigger a possible recount. We don't exactly know. We cannot confirm this one yet, but there are now already outlets that are now saying there is a possibility this could turn into a recount. But as far as we know it, McCormick has already declared victory just minutes ago, so we don't know yet on Senator Casey's side. So we will have more information as soon as we have it. In related news to the 2024 U.S. elections, as Russian President Vladimir Putin has congratulated Donald Trump on his election victory, calling him a, quote, courageous man. Speaking at an event in the Russian city of Sochi, the Russian president said that Trump was hounded from all sides during his first term in the White House. Putin also said that Trump's claim that he can help end the war in Ukraine deserves attention at least. During that same address, the Russian president spoke of the assassination attempt on Donald Trump in July, saying that it made an impression on him. After being shot, Trump punched his fist into the air and mouthed the words, "Fight, fight, fight," before being hauled away by Secret Service agents. The Russian president said that he behaved, in my opinion, in a very correct way, courageously like a man. Asked if he was ready to have discussions with Donald Trump, Putin replied, "We're ready, we're ready." Trump had already said on Thursday that he was prepared to speak with the Russian president, telling NBC News, quote, "I think we'll speak." The Kremlin was widely accused of interfering in the 2016 presidential election to boost Donald Trump's campaign against Hillary Clinton, claims which was rejected by Moscow. Elsewhere on Thursday, leaders gathering for the European political community in Budapest discusses Trump's return to the White House. Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky said he had a very warm and productive conversation with the president-elect, and he added that, but we have to do everything to ensure that the results of our interaction between Ukraine and America, the whole of Europe and America, are productive and positive. Many in Ukraine and Europe are worried that Trump might slow, if not halt, the flow of American military aid to Kiev upon taking power in January. But rather UK Prime Minister Sir Keir Starmer assured Zelensky at the summit that the UK's support for Ukraine in its war with Russia remains ironclad. Apologies for the word mishap here, but I'm just reading the article here. Maybe this may be some mistake here or a typo error. Hungarian Prime Minister Viktor Orban, meanwhile, who previously said that he celebrated Trump's win by tapping into the vodka supply happily, said that the US and Europe now face tough talks on trade. Before winning the election, Trump said that he would impose tariffs of 10% on all imports. Back now with more international headlines as Indonesia's Mount Luatobi Laki-Laki erupted again on Thursday, spewing a column of hot clouds that rose 2,500 meters or 8,200 feet from its peak 3 days after a midnight eruption killed 9 people and injured 64 others. The volcano became quiet after Monday's deadly eruption, which affected more than 10,000 people in 10 villages. About 4,400 villagers moved into makeshift emergency shelters after the eruption, which also destroyed 7 schools. Indonesia's volcano monitoring agency increased Luatobi Laki-Laki's alert status to the highest level and more than doubled the exclusion zone to a 7-kilometer or 4.3-mile radius since then, prohibiting any activity in that area. According to the National Disaster Management Agency head Suharyanto, who uses a single name like many Indonesians, who told reporters after visiting the devastated areas on Thursday, quote, permanent relocation is considered as a long-term mitigation measure to anticipate eruption in the near future. Luatobi Laki-Laki is one of a pair of stratovolcanoes in the East Flores district of southern East Nusa Tenggara province, known locally as the Husband and Wife Mountains. About 6,500 people were evacuated in January after Luatobi Laki-Laki began erupting, spewing thick clouds and forcing the government to close the island's Francisco Xavierus Seda Airport. No casualty or major damage was reported, but the airport has remained closed since then due to the seismic activity. And in the world of entertainment now, as 3 people have been charged in relation to One Direction singer Liam Payne's death in a fall from his Buenos Aires hotel balcony last Monday, Argentine authorities said on Thursday. The 31-year-old's death shocked the world and raised questions about how he had fallen. An autopsy revealed the former boy band member had traces of alcohol, cocaine, and a prescription antidepressant in his system when he died. A prosecutor's office said in a statement on Thursday. A 911 call from a hotel employee the day Payne died warned that he had been acting aggressively and could have been under the influence of drugs and alcohol. All are accused of playing a role in giving Payne the drugs. The person who was visiting with Payne is also charged with abandonment of a person followed by death. None of those charged were named. And before we bid farewell for now, I want you to spend some of your time listening to me and to this one that I'll be saying. It has been a very long time since I last appeared on koolNews. I believe it was last August. The newscast from the station that cares for you. As a result, some people were starting to question my availability and my future on the newscast itself, as no one knows, no one has an idea on where I will be heading next. Unfortunately, a lot of things have happened, and as a consequence, I have to back down and withdraw a lot of duties on Cool FM with the sole exception of my show, TWC. However, there is progress on many recoveries that I've been doing lately, especially with my personal life, in which I am proud to share some to you guys. I am proud to announce that my semi-retirement will not last long than initially announced, and I will be back on koolNews duties next month, the month of December. Depending on the current circumstances, we are heading to this trajectory. However, if in case this might not age well because it's still too early to say stuff that we don't know yet, I'll inform you about that one anyway. So stick around. It's going to be a long, bumpy ride. As the time ticks to 12:28 in the afternoon, we conclude today's broadcast of koolNews at noon. As always, thank you very much for your continuous trust and support. Your feedback and comments are also welcome. You can send your messages via tvh.philippines.news@gmail.com. From the station that cares for you, I'm DJ Sen. The next koolNews Bulletin will air later today at 4 p.m. Until then, enjoy the rest of the day. We'll see you along the way. Good afternoon, stay safe and take care. Mabuhay ang Pilipinas!